Hello YouTube. Yeah, welcome back. I'm working on this 2010 Volkswagen Tiguan today. This is a 2-liter TDI with a DSG transmission. So I'm replacing control arm bushes right and left. The right side's not a problem, but I believe it's only on the DSG that the left side tends to be a problem for most people. So you'll notice here that the bolt at the front part of the control arm usually would end up knocking into the transmission, and you can't get that out. I've seen other videos recommending that you either disconnect the drive shaft and the exhaust system, lower engine mount and try to push the engine forward, backward. I've not tried that. Seems like unnecessary amount of work, but I'm going to tell you what you do need to do. So just to be clear, there's also guides out there that recommend that you disconnect the tie rod end. You notice here that I've left that connected. So what I do have disconnected is the right side control arm in its entirety. That's been removed, and that this issue isn't a problem, or you don't face the same issue on the right side, because it's just the clearance between the control arm and the transmission on the left side. That's the issue. On the right side, once you've got the control arm out, even if you don't, it shouldn't really be an issue. Actually, it would be an issue. You do need to remove the control arm on the right side, and then loosen the two 18mm bolts. So you'd find one at the back there and the other one just up here. So you want to remove them entirely on the left side, and you want to loosen them on the right side. Leave them on about 2 or 3 threads, and that'll be enough to keep it in place. And the only other two things you need to remove. One is disconnect the left side sway bar link at the top there. It's pretty easy. And you want to loosen but not remove this connector between the dog mount and the transmission. So I just loosened it a little on the transmission side. What that does is it allows you to pull your subframe down enough to get that bolt out. So again, loosen but do not remove two 18mm bolts on the right side of the subframe. Remove the two 18mm bolts on the left side of the subframe. Loosen that connector between the transmission and, I don't know what you call it. It's a piece of metal that connects this dog mount to the transmission. It's a bracket, and the sway bar link only on the left side. That allows you to drop this subframe enough to get access to that bolt. Now I've already done the job. You'll see that I've got a new left side bushing there. I've done both of them actually, and I'm reassembling. And I thought that everyone doing tutorials on this topic take the easy way out and make their videos based on the right side, when the right side's honestly very, very easy compared to the left. The left does, on the DSG specifically, does require that you lower the subframe, unfortunately. But now that you've got this video to give you a little bit of guidance, it's really not that hard. What one tip that I can think of is, on these cars, usually what you do is you'd usually just jack up on the pinch weld there, and you'd put your jack stand under the control arm on that aluminium housing, the bushing housing or on the subframe. Obviously, if you're having to lower the subframe, you need to give more thought to the way you support the car. So in my case, I jacked up the car on the subframe and I put the axle stands on the pinch weld. The alternative method would be to jack it up on the pinch weld, put a jack stand on the control arm housing, the control arm bushing housing, the aluminium block there, and then once you got sufficient clearance to get your jack under the car, once the wheel's removed or whatever, then you can maybe jack up on the subframe and move the axle stand to a more suitable location. But in short, you need to make sure that you're supporting the car somewhere rearward of the subframe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that this video has helped you get your left side control arm out on a Tiguan. Thanks a lot. Bye.